Hello everyone, welcome to the demo video for Change Scribe, the VS Code extension I built for the GitHub Copilot Accelerate App Development Hackathon. So Change Scribe is a VS Code extension that helps you to generate change logs for your project. So it does so by looking at your code changes and where possible previous commits, and if you have an existing changelog file, looks at infers from that as well and uses this to generate semantic changelogs based on the code that you have written. So currently Change Scribe supports OpenAI models, so you have to provide it with your own LLMs. So OpenAI models, it has Azure OpenAI models and OpenAI compatible models or providers. Let me put it that way. There are some providers like Sambanova and Grok that uses the OpenAI package, so then you get to have them as well. And of course we have Google Gemini. Now to use the extension, all you have to do is to go to Change Scribe, search for Change Scribe either in the VS Code Marketplace or in the extension tab just in the IDE, and then you can see that this is Change Scribe. You can easily install it. I already have it installed, so I don't need to install it again. But once that is done, you can use Change Scribe to help you automate your change logs. So after installing it, the next thing to do is to set it up. So you have to come to preferences, you go to settings, and then you look for extensions. So once you look for extensions, you can then select Change Scribe. So there are two formats it currently follows, either the convention changelog format or the keep a changelog format, and then you get to decide how many commits or how many files code changes. For this one, it's based on commit. So from your last commit, how many of them do you want it to use? And then you also have the LLM that you want to use, the provider. Currently mine is set to OpenAI compatible. You can change it to anyone that you want. Then based on what you select, you have to provide the keys or the credentials. So these are for OpenAI. There's Azure OpenAI. There's if you are using an OpenAI compatible provider, or if you are using Gemini. So you have to set these settings, and then right after you are done, you have two commands. It comes with two commands. All you have to do is to go to the command panel, and then you enter change. Once you enter change or Change Scribe, you get these two commands. The first one is the LLM provider. So once you select that, you get to choose the LLM provider. You don't have to go to the settings, you just have to choose it from here. And then the next one is to have, if you don't change, it tells you what it has been set to currently. So the next one is to have it generate the change log for you. Now to see this in action, in fact before we see this in action, you can see over here that GitHub Copilot has been used extensively to develop and improve this extension. Initially the extension only supported OpenAI and Azure OpenAI models, but then using GitHub Copilot, I streamlined the API, the model access API interface. I streamlined fetching changes made in the project, file changes, commit changes, and I was able to improve how changelog is generated, how changelog is appended at the top of the file. So you can see over here that extensive use has been made both in the chat and also in the edit with Copilot. So GitHub Copilot has been used really extensively, and this is really detailed in the changelog of the project. You can find it on GitHub. You can look at it, extensive changelog, and all of these changelogs were generated by the project itself as I was building it. So to test it out, I have a project here that we can use. So this is a project that I built, or I'm still building. It's called Ghana AQ. It's an air quality monitoring project for Ghana. So what happens is that we have sensors spread across Ghana, and with that you can know the air quality around you. So for this project, there's a lot of data analysis, there's a lot of data input and output, fetching sensor data, storing the data, processing the data, there's geolocation, and even this project had GitHub Copilot touching it because I used Copilot a lot in this project. Now we can see that I have about 8 files uncommitted at this point. So we are going to go ahead and generate a changelog for this file. So what we are going to do, we already have Change Scribe installed. So we're going to go to our commands, and then we are going to select generate changelog. Now it will pick these files that have changes in them, pick previous commits, about 1 or 2 of them, look at my current changelog, and then generate a changelog or an update to the current changelog based on that. Please forgive the background noise. So you can see over here that it is version 1.1.3 that is currently in there, but it was able to infer and get the new version, told us new features that have been added, where changes have been made, where bugs have been fixed, and all of this just helps you automate the process of writing changelog, so you can focus on writing the code you want to write without worrying about stopping all the time to document your changes. So thank you everyone.